and gentlemen, hello and welcome. I'm fresh out of the shower. My hair is out of control. Welcome to the weekly preview. Tonight is Sunday, May 27th, 2018. How you doing, folks? I am very excited. Reason being, this week in particular coming up is going to be chock full of new release content. It's going to be chock full of fun content for you guys and gals. In particular, the game coming out this week is one of the games that's pretty much catered right up my alley, being a long-time player, pretty much, 25 years of my life. I've been playing Street Fighter in arcades, on consoles, in tournaments, and I'm very excited for the upcoming anniversary collection coming out this week. But in addition, we got continuing playthroughs with Detroit and H1Z1. We've got new stuff on the horizon with the impending, coming of E3 and all kinds of stuff. I'm really pumped. Plus, we got great new positive announcements for all of you in regards to upcoming events with patrons choice. But in addition, the new monthly goal for those who have pledged to, those who have subscribed to my channel on Twitch. I've got pretty much a crazy amount of positive stuff to talk about, so let's get started, folks. First of all, let's talk about this last week. This last week, I managed to wrap up a ton of stuff. I finished State of Decay 2 and reviewed it. I also finished up Yakuza 6. So those lingering playthroughs were completed. I was able to start playing H1Z1 on the PlayStation 4, which incidentally, if you haven't seen any of my footage of it, in my opinion, is a way better game than PUBG on the Xbox One. It runs better, the gunplay is better, the graphics I'd say are a little bit inferior, but the game runs nicely, which is way better than I can say for PUBG, which seems to be a game that runs like shit. Delayed controls, choppy frame rate, everything's garbage on Xbox One. So I hate to say it, H1Z1 just seems to be a far superior game on consoles right now, alright? So I played some of that, and then, of course, Detroit Become Human released on Friday. As of right now, I've played roughly between 9 and 10 hours of gameplay of that game. All right. Initial impressions on Detroit Become Human. Is it heavy-handed in the way that it deals out the plot line? Yes. However, we've never seen a game whose plot line majorly focused on civil rights, inequality, mistreatment of certain individuals, and just the treatment of living creatures as living creatures, how to identify a living creature from a non-living creature, who should have rights to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. All these things are very important issues we've never really seen tackled in a video game before to this extent. Maybe you've had an undergoing plot line that it was like a side thing going on in the background of a game. For example, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. But we've never seen it tackled as the main focus of a game, and that's what we're seeing with Detroit Become Human. I personally am loving the game. I honestly, if it stays on the level it's at for the last few hours here, I think it's going to be the best game that Quantic Dream and David Cage have ever put out. I'm just saying. I'm liking the game that much. The plot is that much riveting. The characters are interesting, well-written, dialogue, graphics are good in the game. Everything, in my opinion, has been splendid, and I really don't have a negative thing to say about the game, pretty much. So, all that being said, this week's going to be a really fun one. Let's talk about this week. Tomorrow, Monday, the 28th of May, is going to be the conclusion of Detroit Become Human on my first stream. Then I'm going to immediately start my second run-through of the game, because this game has so many different alternate choices you can make that'll change things during the course of the gameplay. I definitely want to see very different scenarios in a second run, so I'm going to be doing that starting tomorrow on my first gameplay stream. Monday night, I will be trying H1Z1 yet again. For whatever reason, it seems like the game runs way better at nighttime here in the Pacific time zone than it does during the day. I tried playing it during the day twice last week, and it never really worked. Now I want to try it out and see if it works at night, and it worked Thursday night, so hopefully it works again this Monday night, okay? That'll be a really fun Monday. Then Tuesday, the release of the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. To start, I'll be playing it on the PlayStation 4. All right. Now, I've got two viewers of mine who have promised me they're going to provide copies of the game on other platforms. One person said they would provide me with a digital code on Xbox One. I have not received it yet. One person said they were going to send me a voucher code for a $40 credit on the Nintendo eShop so I could buy the Switch version. I have not received that code yet. If these people come through on their promises, then yes, I will in the future be playing all the versions of this game across all platforms. But since, I'm just waiting and relying on that, I'm only purchasing this for the PS4 personally. That's what I'm going to start with on Tuesday. Tuesday, all day long, I'll be playing the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. However, I would be interested in hearing your opinions. What do you want to see me do first in this collection? For those who don't know, this game contains every single version of Street Fighter. From the original Street Fighter 2, all 5 versions, the original Street Fighter 1, all 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, all 3 versions of Street Fighter Alpha, and all 3 versions of Street Fighter 3 are all included in this collection. Every classic arcade game from the 90s, basically. What do you guys want to see first? I think a lot of people on my streams recently have said, we want to see you just jump right into Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That's the game you're the best at. We want to see you just dominate on the leaderboards that first day and just destroy everyone. I'd be more than happy to do that if that's what people really want. Okay, just saying. But maybe you'd rather see me play Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. You know, I'm good with Ken, Hugo, a really oddball Urian. I can play with a few other characters like Oro and the like in that game, Chun-Li. At one point, I was learning Yoon, and then I stopped playing the game, so I never really learned him to the fullest. But I could play an interesting variety of characters in that game. Maybe you want to see me play Street Fighter Alpha 3. It's my worst game of the 3, for sure, that are the big 3 in this collection. But maybe you want, or maybe I just want to see offline content. I want to see Phil tackle some of the arcade modes so we can see the story of these games. I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Let me know, either in the comments of this video, tweet me at TheyCallMeDSP, email me at darksidefil@hotmail.com, or stop by the streams and let me know. Once I get all your feedback, that'll determine how I'm going to be covering the game this week, okay? But Tuesday, for sure, my whole day of gameplay on Tuesday will be the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. I don't know if it'll be 1, 2, or all 3 of the major games played online. Not sure, but that's how I'm approaching it. It's going to be a fun day of gameplay. I hope you guys will join me for that. Wednesday, my main stream, again, will be the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. My nighttime stream on Wednesday, more than likely, will be the continuation of my second run of Detroit Become Human with alternate choices selected. Thursday, more Street Fighter. Thursday night, it could be Detroit, it could be H1Z1. We'll see. Friday, probably more Street Fighter. And then again, at night, probably H1Z1 or Detroit, alright? So that's really the week. The balance between Detroit continuing tomorrow with H1Z1, Street Fighter all during the week, and then balance that with the other 2 games. This Saturday will be my day off yet again. Every Saturday is usually the day I take off. So this Saturday will be no exception coming up. And then I'll be coming back on Sunday, again, continuing with either Street Fighter, or maybe I'll go and maybe there'll be like a big chunk of Detroit. I could get into it. Maybe I'll play a major stream of Detroit. We'll see. Alright, we'll play it by ear. We'll see how things go. Just a reminder, guys, next week, not this week coming up, the week after, Vampire and Shaq Fu both coming out. The week after that, we got the Jurassic World Evo game plus E3. So in the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a ton of new shit coming out. I'll be covering. I will be letting you guys know soon how I'll be covering E3. What I need to do is next week go through the whole E3 press conference schedule and let you guys know exactly how I'll be covering it so you know what to expect. I am aware that there's apparently stuff going on even on Saturday this year, which is fucking really stupid. There shouldn't be shit on Saturday at E3. That's ridiculous, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, and I'll let you know. We'll play it by ear. Once I get all the details, I'll work it out. Probably next weekend, I'll let you know how I'm covering E3, okay? Now, outside of just the games I'm playing this week, which should be outstanding gameplay coverage, okay, we got a few other things going on. First of all, tonight, in fact, as soon as I finish recording and uploading this video, this very video to YouTube, I'm going to create the poll based off of the games that the patrons have nominated over the course of this month for the upcoming Patrons' Choice playthrough. So I'm going to look at the games that were nominated, look at the ones that were the most nominated, and formulate it into a poll, probably top 10. We'll see how many games actually got nominated how many times. And then the patrons will begin to vote on this poll. I will make it publicly known on my Twitter what games made it to the final poll. But just to give you guys some ideas, some games I saw suggested: Simpsons Hit and Run, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Knights of the Old Republic, Jack 3 was one, Eternal Darkness for the GameCube was one. I think there was a Max Payne game or two that got nominated. Final Fantasy 9, I believe, was nominated a few times. So a wide variety of games, none of which I've really played before. Pretty exciting that people are excited. I guess the exception would be Vice City. I did play that before, but people are excited to see what will the downtime playthrough be that I do starting in June. In fact, just so you guys know, this Patron's Choice playthrough will begin probably in mid to late June. Once we get through with the E3 stuff, once I wrap up all the ongoing playthroughs from early June is probably when I will jump in and start up with the Patron's Choice playthrough. So I will let you know what games are in the running tonight on Twitter, and then tomorrow on stream as well. I'll let everybody know, okay? In addition to that, guys, I've got great positive news. Since the release of Detroit Become Human, people have rallied to support me on Twitch. They love the streams I'm putting out there of this game. They love my playthrough of Detroit. If you haven't checked it out, it's a major throwback to games like Beyond Two Souls, Until Dawn, Heavy Rain, you know, those kind of games. Narrative-based, people think it's my forte, okay? So If you haven't checked it out yet, check it out. But because of the amount of overwhelming positivity and support, we hit the subscriber goal on Twitch for the month of May, which means we are doing the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection Master Run Challenge. If you haven't been paying attention, you have no idea what that is. Sometime in June, I'm going to pick a day. I'm not sure yet because I want to see, how things go with all the current releases and everything. I'm going to be doing a 7 to 8 hour long gameplay marathon one day. This marathon is going to be me attempting to play through all of the arcade modes of Street Fighter 2 every version, Street Fighter Alpha every version, and Street Fighter 3 every version on the hardest difficulty. If you're not aware, that's 11 different games that I'm going to be trying to beat the arcade mode of. I will be trying different characters. So for example, if I beat the arcade mode of Street Fighter 2 on the hardest difficulty with Guile, then in Street Fighter Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, I'll pick a different character. Hyper Fighting, the third game in the series, I'll pick a different character. So that way it's not just me playing the same character in every game, okay? It's going to be very difficult and just rage salt filled. These games cheat on the hardest difficulty. They do ridiculous damage for no reason. Like they do sometimes double damage on their special moves. And they read your inputs. So for example, I throw a fireball with Ryu, the computer reads the input, sees I'm doing it, and immediately forces its character to jump over and kick me in the face. That's not fair. A human would have to see the fireball come out, react, then jump. The computer reads your input and jumps. That's how broken these games are on the highest level of difficulty. This is going to be a very challenging event that I'm going to be doing sometime in June. So I'll have more information on that as we get into June and we see how the collection works and all of that. But thank you to anyone who subscribed to my Twitch channel right now. You guys massively helped out. This event is due to you. So thank you guys so much for the support. It's really awesome. Pretty cool news, right? In addition, guys, one other thing I may be doing coming up this month of June, just to let everyone know ahead of time. It's not a guarantee yet, but there's a possibility. There's a new program going on Twitch. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but just to give you a hint. Basically, Twitch, in order to help promote games, is going to start paying certain people promotional money in order to play video games on Twitch, all right? Now, obviously, that means it's probably not going to be the biggest mainstream AAA release, because if you're playing that, why does it need promotion? Everyone already knew about the game. Maybe it's going to be an indie game, a lesser-known release. I'll give you an example. I think one of them was some Total War or Total Rage or something like that that just came out on PC. If you play it for like a certain amount of time under this promotional thing on Twitch, you can get what's called a bounty and earn some extra money. I'm interested in doing them. However, right now I've got a full schedule. But if any of the new games coming out end up being, a part of this, I'll let you guys know. It'll be a sponsorship event, which I very rarely get those. We'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know moving forward. I have no information on what games are included or if I'll even be a part of it, because it depends. If it's a Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, duh, I'll definitely be doing part of that or trying to do that event, right? But if it's a game I'm pretty much not interested in, or sadly, if it's a game that's PC only, I probably won't be able to participate in it. So we'll see, but just throwing that out there, I'll let you guys know if I'm going to participate in any sponsorship events. I'm actually legally required to let you know ahead of time that I'm doing a sponsored stream. I actually have to put sponsorship in the title and everything of the stream. So I'll let you guys know if and when that happens. That program literally just started like 2 days ago. And so I'm interested in it, and I want to see if I can maybe, let's be honest, make a few extra bucks while I still play the games that I'm interested in playing and having fun with you guys watching me on stream. All right, but we'll see moving forward. I'm just throwing that out there. It's a possibility. It's not a gimme yet. We'll see what happens in the near future. All right. Outside of all that, things are pretty good. You guys have really enjoyed all the stuff I've been doing recently. H1Z1. State of Decay 2, even though it wasn't a great game, you guys came out and supported. Now Detroit, the playthrough's doing outstanding, and you guys seem really psyched for the Street Fighter collection like I am. So, if we can keep this positivity going, things are going really good, and keep it up, sky's the limit, man. This year's looking good, okay? That's really it for the weekly preview. I don't have much else to talk about this week. It's a good week. Positivity all around. Great new content. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. That's it. Thanks for watching the weekend preview. Without further ado, final very special thanks to the April patrons who nominated all month these games that'll be a part of the Patrons Choice playthrough. Good luck with the voting. That will be available as of tonight. And thanks a lot. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night. See you tomorrow for Detroit and H1Z1. And, of course, see you Tuesday for the Street Fighter collection. Laters.